In this lesson, we will go to the classroom and I will explain what an angle bisector is and what kind of questions to expect on the ACT college entrance exam. Now let's take a look at angle bisectors. Okay, let's talk about angle bisectors now. What is an angle bisector? Well, by definition, it's a ray that cuts an angle in half. Basically, it cuts it into two congruent parts, two congruent angles. So say I give you triangle ABC, and I want to say it's equilateral. Which means what? All sides are congruent. And if it's equilateral, we also know it's equiangular. That means that all angles are the same measure. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is triangle ABC is a regular triangle. Regular polygons means all sides are the same length, all interior angles are the same measure. So let's start off with that kind of triangle. And if we know that this triangle ABC is equilateral, which is also equiangular, we know that all angles are the same measure. And we also remember from the rules of an interior angle sum of a triangle, I should say, is 180 degrees. Well, divide that by 3. Each of these got to be 60. And I'm not drawing the top one because we're going to create an angle bisector now. We're going to create a segment, in this case, not just a ray. I'm going to call this point here D. And if the top part was 60, we divide it and cut it in half. We'll cut it into two congruent parts, then this is going to have to be 30, and this is going to have to be 30 degrees. Two congruent triangles. And, well, what could they ask you to do? Well, they could ask you to find what is the measure of angle BDC. Well, you're taking a look at that. Well, let's draw separately. Sometimes it really helps to look, rather than looking at the complicated drawing, just draw what you're looking at. Let's draw that angle. Sometimes it just helps your mind to visualize it a whole lot better. We know that this angle C is 60. We figured out that this angle right here on top here is 30. Geez, I wonder how we're going to figure out what angle D is. Well, we know the interior angle sum has got to be 180 degrees. So we're going to take 180 degrees, and we're going to subtract the sum of the other two, which is 30 and 60. So we're going to get the measure of angle BDC is equal to, let's see, 30 and 60, that's 90. 180 minus 90 is 90. So that, we can basically put a right angle in there. That's about as easy as it gets, so you just have to remember a couple things. What is an angle bisector? It cuts an angle in half. What else do you know now from the other given information? So it's always good when you're trying to solve these kind of triangle situations, what's given? Write it in there, because they're going to put it in words. They're not going to put it in a diagram. All these angles are 60 degrees. You've got to know what equilateral, what equiangular means. What does regular mean? You could use any of those three words. So it's important to know those definitions.